Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Jnana-Timiranda Jana-Jana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Bhutakaram Dhanti Swapadati Vandeham Shri Guravam Shri Akapalakamaram Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sabhadam Raghunatham Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvaitam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahadanalita Shri Vishakhan Vidamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Just at this level we can start. Or it could be easier if this is not there. This is the easiest. Hare Krishna. So it's nice to be amongst all of you today. So this is wonderful day of Swad Utsav. I think most of you had prepared, many wonderful dishes. So I saw in the group, I think one Mataji, she took up more than 30 items. Who is that? Okay, Hare Krishna. So nice, thank you. The Lord will be very pleased with you. Okay, so today, due to Swad Utsav, so I also thought of discussing something in relation to the process of eating. So there is a nice shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam which talks about the development of bhakti, and it compares to the process of eating. So this shloka goes like this: Bhakti pareshanubhava viraktir anyatra chaishatrika eka kala prapadyamanasya yatashnatashus tushti pushti shudapayo nidasha. So this says, when we accept the food, anugasa, with every morsel of food that we take, three things that happens: tushti, pushti and shuddhapaya. So what are these things? Tushti means what? Tushti? Satisfaction. Tushti. Pushti? Nutrition, nourishment. And shuddhapaya is reduction of hunger. So these three things happens. So when we accept food. And when it happens, after you finish the whole meal, it happens? Or even in between it starts happening? Even in between. So progressively and progressively this thing keeps happening, and increasingly and progressively this thing keeps happening. So tushti and shuddhapaya. In the same way, bhakti, paresha anubhava and virakti. So these three things simultaneously and progressively happens. So when somebody does prapanna or prapadyamanasya, prapanna means taking shelter of the Lord or surrendering oneself unto the Lord. So when he applies himself to the process of surrender, so then these three things happens. So that is increase of bhakti, increase of paresha anubhava means para isha anubhava. So anubhava means experience. Para isha is the transcendental form of the Lord or direct experience of the Lord. So the direct experience of the Lord also increases, as we through this process of surrender. And then virakti, detachment. These three things simultaneously and progressively it increases. And what is it connected to in the eating process? Bhakti is connected to, it's a chronological this one. So what is it's connected to? Tushti, so satisfaction. And then paresha anubhava is connected to pushti, nourishment. And then this one, reduction of hunger is detachment. So these three things actually happens. So now what are these three things? So bhakti means devotion unto the Lord. So attraction towards the Lord, attraction towards the name of the Lord, attraction towards the subject matter concerning the Lord and things like that. So this attachment and interest in the Lord actually becomes more and more increasing, right? And then paresha anubhava is direct experience of the Lord. So all of you have gone to many different temples, and what is the experience of the Lord that you had? So you go to the temple, ring the bell, offer pranams, take darshan of the Lord. So have you ever had direct experience of the Lord?
So calm and serene, but you could feel some super positive energies there.
Okay.
Concentrate.
Okay.
In any temple. Sometimes you shed tears also.
Okay, nice. So super positive energy, just reminded of one time, how many of you know about this Reiki? A few of you know about this. So one time, one such person actually came to our temple. It's a healing process. Reiki is a healing process, by which they operate on the energies and things like that, and then so they enhance the health of people. So when he came to our temple, so in HBR layout, you see the Narasimha's photo here. So that temple, where this Lord Narasimha is present. So he came in the temple hall and he told that this place is charged with so much of energy. So anybody who stays in the temple and who regularly performs that bhajan kirtan and things like that in the temple environment, So really, like it can actually have health impact also. Health can become better also. So it's powered by so much of energy. That's there. So the direct experience of the Lord. It is mentioned in the scriptures that we the proper way of experiencing the Lord is through the way of Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. First, we can actually be able to see the Lord by the form of the name, and then the Rupa, and then the Guna, qualities, and then Leela, the pastimes. So in this way, the progressive revelation of the Lord actually comes. So now all of you, I have taken up to the process of chanting, right? So at least when you come here, you chant, and many of you even back at your home also, you try to chant every day, one round or few rounds. So this process, if you are able to hear the names of the Lord clearly, that means it amounts to a darshan of the Lord, actually. So, and you will have a very nice feeling and very nice experience, if you are able to clearly and legibly hear the names of the Lord. So, like this, the direct experience of the Lord is expected. We are expected to have direct experience of the Lord through this process, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So, and then Virakti. So, this is something like people are very afraid of. When you are doing Bhakti, you will get detached from everything. So all interest in life will go and things like that. And sometimes people get scared. So we should not do Bhakti too much. And but then what is this Virakti is all about? So Virakti means it is not something that you will leave this world, or you will leave all the relations and things like that. So that's not the Virakti. So this Virakti means detachment. So now, for example, if a child is playing with a toy, so will you have attachment to the toy? So all of you are grown-ups, and you will not have the attachment to the toy. But you are not also so much averse that I cannot stand this toy being there. This toy should be thrown off. So you are not in that situation also. It's just you don't have any emotions attached to it. So in the same way, this thing will happen. That anything material, anything of temporary in this world, so we will develop detachment, from them. In fact, that is one of the core teachings of any of the yoga systems. So the basic misery, in this world is because of attachment to temporary things. So things of this world are temporary, and when we become attached to it, sooner or later we are going to lose that. And when the day comes, we are going to lose it. It's going to be very miserable. So, but then in the process of Bhakti, because we develop attachment to the eternal personality of Godhead, the permanent personality of Godhead, so we start developing detachment towards temporary things. We understand, so their position, and then it's a natural outcome. So it is mentioned that Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Ashvairagyam Jnanam Chayada Haitukam. So when Bhakti is performed, so natural thing is knowledge and detachment. So these two things, automatically and simultaneously comes. So these two are bye-bye, knowledge and detachment. So dono saath mein aate hain. So when we perform Bhakti, automatically the knowledge increases, and then the Vairagya or the Virakti, this also increases. So it is not to be afraid of, it is not to be something alarmed of, it is something quite nice. Just like when we grow up, so we become detached from the playthings, and then we grow up a little more, we become detached from the things, which matters a lot at that age, different ages, different things that we are attached to. So we become detached from the things, and that also helps us in many ways actually. And in fact, relating with this world or working in this world with detachment actually makes us do things nicely. So when we are too attached to something, so then we will not be able to do proper work actually. So in the detached mode, we can actually do much better way. So for example, if a child wants a toy, and if I am also attached to the toy, so then I'll be fighting with the toy, fighting with the child. So being detached, actually we can provide for things, in a very nice way. So detachment, it actually comes in handy very, very much in many, many ways actually. And in fact, this actually makes a person happy. Attachment, in fact, there is a statement.
The prideness.
No. In fact, there is a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam. I'll tell the Sanskrit, and I think all of you will be able to understand the meaning. So it is Ashahi Paramam Dukam, Nairasham Paramam Sukham. What is the meaning of it?
If you more anxiety about things and all, you will get a sadness. You just
Asha hi paramam dukkham. Desire, intense desire or intense attachment to things is the cause of misery. And Nainasham or Virakti is the cause of happiness. No? So a person who's detached, he is actually in happiness. He can experience happiness. Right? So attachment causes so much of misery. So anyway, so that's a nice thing. So just I'm spending time just so that the wrong understanding is not taken on this. So because generally, the common people have a very negative understanding about Virakti or detachment. So but it is very, very essential, for being very happy. In fact, we see that in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna keeps on time and again keeps telling that be detached from happiness and distress. Sama dukkha sukha kshami, labha, jaya jaya, Jaya. So from victory and defeat, be detached from the victory and defeat. Be detached from happiness and distress, things like that. So that's the way of attaining peace. And unless we attain peace, we will not be able to progress further. If we are disturbed too much, how will we make any progress in the path of bhakti or in any path? So disturbance is because of this duality. So victory and defeat. If I am doing the work, will I succeed in this or not? That's a big question. So, but then if we are not attached to success, then how will we do the work? If we are not attached to success, we don't have the desire to make it successful. So then how will we do the work? For doing the work, we need some attachment, right?
The perfection that we need it for. Perfection, organization, the proper execution required for that to success.
No, it's not about devotion.
Then a proper execution.
Yeah, duty is a very important word he mentioned. So duty is a very important word. The Vedic times, the thing that used to propel people or inspire people to do work is the duty, not the result. These are two things that inspires. So one is duty and another is results. So the Vedic understanding is, so whether it becomes successful or failure, it doesn't matter. We must perform our duty. Now, in the battle of Harikshetra, so so many warriors had come, and all of them know that great Maharathis are going to come also. So Bhima is going to be there, Arjuna is going to be there, and Bhishma is going to be there, Karna and Duryodhana. All these are very, very powerful personalities. In fact, they are compared to huge mountains. And if two mountains collide, if an ant goes in between, what will happen? It gets smashed, right? So in that way, all these soldiers, they should have not come. So it is big Maharathis are coming, we will definitely be smashed and finished. So then what is the inspiration for them to come? Duty. I must perform my duty. So this is my assigned responsibility, and I must just do this particular duty. If I think about victory and defeat for performing an activity, so then that activity is considered to be in Rajagun. It's in passion, and passion means distress. So this attachment is not very much good, but attachment to duty is good. Attachment to one's kartavya, it's a very, very nice thing. So we should not be attached to this dualities of happiness, distress, profit, loss, and things like that. And we should be attached to doing our respective duty, right? So this is the outcome of the virakti, the detachment, right? So now from Srimad Bhagavatam, so we'll discuss one nice story, which is going to demonstrate all these three things: bhakti, paresha anubhava, and virakti. So these three things are going to be demonstrated by a story. So this is the story of Dhruva. How many of you know this personality, Dhruva?
Dhruva's Maharaj.
Huh?
Dhruva's
No, Dhruva. Dhruva Tara also. So Dhruva Nakshatra. Many of you know Dhruva Nakshatra. No? So it's named after this king or this boy called Dhruva. So there is, in the beginning of the creation, what happens is, there are many different dynasties actually come in, and Surya Vamsha, Chandra Vamsha, and different this ones you might have heard. But in the beginning of creation, only Lord Brahma is there. No one else is there. So he is the original Prajapati. Prajapati means one who creates the progeny.